All right, all right, all right. Welcome to day 6. We are at day 6 of the 10K in 30 days challenge. And of course, this is the teacher edition. However, you don't have to be just a teacher in order to participate in this. I'm going to show you how you can bring in $10,000 in just 30 days into your household by just following through and doing the things that I am going to teach you during this challenge because it's not just about potential. Now, let me go back and say today is day 6. And so there have been 5 days before now. And in those 5 days, some of us have done everything that I've suggested to you to do. And you're seeing the momentum, you're seeing things beginning to add up, you're seeing progress. But I really want to talk to the people who might be feeling a little bit stuck, who are maybe not seeing the progress. And that's who I want to talk to today in day 6. So let's give a quick recap because we've covered a lot. We've gone from intention setting to making offers. And for those moving forward, you are seeing results. Your confidence is building up. You feel like you have something good. And some of you all have maybe made money already. And I'll give you a live example in just a few minutes. For anyone feeling stuck, today we're going to address these challenges head on by focusing not just on what's holding you back, but also on how you're approaching your sales strategy and your visibility. So, there are some people who are struggling with follow through and making excuses. And if you can be honest, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. If you have not done all the things that I've asked you to do, that I've shared with you, the strategies that I've given you and the practical steps that I've given you to move forward. If you have not done those things, put them in the chat. Be honest and be vulnerable and be willing to own your part in this because we got to take ownership and responsibility for our lives. So if that's you, you have not followed through, or maybe you've been making excuses, allow me to tell you why that might be so. So I want you to understand that our actions are directly tied to our beliefs. Yep, you heard me. What we do is directly tied to what it is that we believe. So let me help you. I want you to reflect on your actions and the excuses that you've made to yourself. And you may have said at the time that it's not an excuse, it's a reason why you didn't do it. So I want you to reflect on the past few days. And if you haven't followed through, let's examine why. I want you to think about some of the common, excuse of reasons why we might not have done the things. Let's start with a bit of reflection because steps have been laid out for you. And we got to talk about what stopped you. Maybe you said, I don't believe anybody will pay me for this. Or maybe you said, I'm not good enough to offer this service. I don't have enough experience. I'm not an expert. No one's going to buy from me. Or maybe you said, oh, this is too difficult to reach out to people. I don't think that anybody is going to take me serious. Or maybe you said, no one really needs this. I don't know anybody who needs this. So how am I supposed to sell something that nobody needs? Or, our good one that we always say, I'm too busy. There's not enough time in the day. I got too many things to do. I want you to know whatever your excuse is, whether I named it here or it's something else, these excuses stem from a lack of belief. And today we got to challenge that head on. But we can only challenge it head on by being honest with ourselves and by saying, have I been making excuses? Have I not been following through? And then I want you to ask yourself, do you really believe that you can make $10,000 in a month? Or do you believe that you can only make what your job says that you can make? And be honest. So I want you to go back to your why. Because what we have to do is we have to develop your belief system. We have to teach you how to have a belief system that leads to action. So I want you to go back to your why. Why did you start this challenge? Why did you tune in to day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? What was the reason? And I want you to really get deep with this. You said there was a reason that you gave on day 1, day 2, day 3. You said, I am going to do this because I want to pay off some debt. I'm doing this because I want to make some additional money. I'm doing this because I want to book this trip. I'm doing this because of whatever the reason is. What was that reason? And what was the purpose? Why are you doing this? And then you visualized what the outcome would be. And you saw yourself achieving this goal. And you were super excited. You were head over heels and you were like, let's go. Let's make this happen. And now here we are just 5 days later, 6 days later, and all of the air has been deflated out of your balloon. I want you to think about why that is. What happened? It was because you started telling yourself stories that were not true. That's what you started telling yourself. You started telling yourself negative stories and messages that were not true. And you did that because you didn't have a strong enough belief in your value, what you offer, and what you can do for people, the results that you can get for people. And so I want to give you a different way to look at it today because I know that belief can be hard. And so instead of trying to think about all of the people that you need to sell to and how much money you need to make, I want you to focus on one person. Everything that you do moving forward, I want it to be on one person. Your goal is to sell one thing to one person. Who is that person? What is it that they need? Instead of trying to appeal to everyone, focus on connecting with one person, just one person. Think about this one person and what they need and how this service will really support them, how your expertise can really take them to the next level. This makes the idea of selling more approachable and much less daunting. Let me give you a great example. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to interview her and she can come on to and do a live for one of our days. I'm hoping that we can get that set up. So I have a client and she has these areas of expertise, and many of you all may be like her. She is a classroom educator, and so she works in the school system. And of course, many teachers have many different talents, but she's really good with like tech. She's a techie person, and she's also good with creation and design. She loves designing stuff, and she's an arts educator. Let me also say that she's an arts educator. She's also does reading. She's a reading specialist as well. She incorporates art and reading in her day job. Okay, so she's taught regular classroom as well as arts education, and she's really good at designing. She's really good at creating. She's really good at technology. She's sat on several curriculum committees. She's really good at dancing. She has a lot of energy. She also self-proclaimed that she has ADHD. So for all of y'all who saying I got ADHD and I can't focus, that's a lie because she makes it work, and you just got to figure out how to make it work for you. And so there are so many other skills that she's gifted and talented with. But the reason why I tell you this is because she made it clear she's also a speaker. She also does professional developments and trainings. So listen to all of the skills that she has. And so she made it clear to a bunch of us that she has written curriculum. She loves curriculum. She's good at the process. And so she is right now selling that skill to a person, not a company. Well, the person does have a company. Let me take that back. The person does have a company, but she's now selling her curriculum writing skills to a real estate agent and business owner so that she can now create a curriculum for her company. That means she needs the curriculum so that she's not the only one who can do the presentations. Now other people can do the presentations and she can be more free, but she didn't know how to write a curriculum, and so she was looking for someone to write curriculum. Well, of course, when she says she's looking for someone to write curriculum, several people recommended this young lady because she's made it clear she writes curriculum. A lot of you all are not making it clear what it is that you do. And so now she's making several $1,000s writing this curriculum, and she'll be able to make her 10K in 30 days off of just a couple of clients this month. But guess what? She focused on that one. She didn't focus on trying to get 10. She focused on that one. She did her follow up with that one. She created her presentation for that one. She pitched her services to that one. So sometimes we make it daunting by trying to serve all of the people when we just work on selling to one person. Who is that one person? What is it that they need? How can you do it quickly? And what is the transformation that you're going to get them? Then the next thing that I want to talk to you all about when we talk about belief, it's so important that you believe that you can solve their problem. Like, do you really believe that you can solve their problem? Do you believe that you have the answer to their problem? Do you really believe that? And if you do, then why are you not showing up? This is about you letting people know what it is that you do, letting people know that you love to do it for them and that you have a solution to their problem. And so, what I'm asking you to do right now, because there is a little strategy that you can do, I want you to spend a little time today visualizing your success. Think about the offer that you're making, the skill that you're going to use, and think about how that's going to serve the person who you're going to work with, as well as how it's going to make you feel to be able to help and support them. And then we're going to go back to our previous day and we're going to use some affirmations to counter these negative thoughts. Because for every excuse that you make, I want you to affirm your value. So, what does that look like? People pay me for my expertise. People value my services. I am capable and deserving of success. My services meet a vital need that someone has right now. I have to show up in order to support the people that I need. People are looking for me. People are in need of what it is that I have. I'm telling you, if you can make that story up in your head that no one wants your services, no one's going to pay for you, what you have isn't valuable, you can make up a new story in your head. It's all about you. You can either stick with the negative story or you can decide to stick with a more positive story. And this is the mindset that you're going to have to focus on and develop. You got to develop your positive mindset. So again, instead of trying to reach everyone, focus on connecting deeply with one person at a time and tailor your pitch to meet their specific needs. And this will make it a lot less overwhelming. But then the second thing is you actually got to show up, folks. You got to increase your visibility both online and offline. You got to engage in networks, attend events, and make your presence known. And when you make your presence known, talk about your results. Don't talk about the work. Talk about the results that you get. And quite naturally, visibility increases opportunities. It's just that simple. So your task for today is to confront and write down the beliefs that are holding you back. Let's go ahead and write those down. If you are a person who's watching this and you have not done the things that I've given you from day 1 to day 5, you need to be partaking in this activity. If you've done those things, then you need to pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourself. But I want you to confront your beliefs today and write them down. What's holding you back? And then I want you to turn those things that are holding you back into positive and actionable affirmations. And so I want you to share your affirmations in the comments. Please help other people. And then I want you to identify one person you can reach out to with a tailored offer based on your new belief. I think that we can do this. As a matter of fact, I know that we can do this because your actions are determined by your beliefs. So we got to develop our beliefs and strengthen our beliefs. I need us to stop trying to be something that we're not. Sell things that you know you're already good at that people are looking for. And then stop trying to create from scratch. You don't have to start from scratch. Everything has already been created. All you need to do is put your twist to it. And here's a last piece for you that I think is really important and probably why some people may be having a hard time. We're just trying to sell a service and we don't want to tell our story. We don't want to talk about how our story got us to this point. And I love when, I can connect to people. It's so important for you to be able to connect with people. People connect with other people. And so, if you would be willing to tell your story, how you develop this talent, why this is important to you, people will work with you. And so that's just a little ending tip for you. So I want to thank you for joining me in day 6, and we're going to build this stronger foundation in our beliefs, because your success is built first on believing in yourself and then believing in your offer. So tomorrow we are going to talk about attracting clients. Day 7 will be about attracting clients, how to attract the clients that you're looking for, and how to meet the challenges head on. But we're going to continue working on our strategies. And I'm telling you, you can definitely make 10K in 30 days. And I think we already have our first person who is already well on the path. So I will talk to you all tomorrow in day 7, and you all have a great rest of your day.